In this episode of 10 Best Ones, we're looking at the top 5 best mid-range laptops of 2018. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability, and more. If you want to see the price and find out more information about these, you can check out the links below in the description and the comment section. Alright, let's get started with the video. At number 5 is the Acer Aspire 1. The Acer Aspire 1 is an extremely affordable 14-inch laptop that is oriented towards casual users and students who want to have a quality laptop while keeping tight on budget. And if you're one of them, then stick with me for the next few minutes to find out what's so special about this one. In terms of design, this unit sports a sleek and slim, lightweight dark grey finish chassis that consists of a plastic lid with a textured pattern that adds an expensive look to it. 2 sturdy hinges will allow you to rotate the screen 180 degrees and even fold the display back flat, along with an array of connection ports that are spread on both sides. On the left side there's a USB 3.0 port, an Ethernet port, an HDMI port, a Kensington lock and an SD card slot. While on the right you can find 2 LED indicators for power and battery status, a DC power jack, a headphone and mic combo jack, as well as 2 USB 2.0 ports. Moving on, the keyboard has a key travel of 1.2mm and requires an actuation force of 78 grams, meaning that you can type comfortably for hours without feeling fatigued, while slightly below that there's a touchpad which has a smooth and responsive surface that'll accurately register each swipe you make. Now let's talk about performance. This unit comes with an Intel Celeron N3450 processor, has 4GB of RAM and 32GB of storage, which is quite decent for the price, and to be honest, the hardware is good for casual and office use. When it comes to the screen, the Aspire 1 has a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels, a respectable brightness of 206 nits, and uses the blue light shield technology, which will prevent your eyes from getting affected by the blue light. Finally, the battery life can offer up to 9 hours of runtime according to the manufacturer, but of course this may vary in practice since everything depends on your usage. Overall, I strongly recommend you consider the Acer Aspire 1 because it performs quite well and looks stylish. At number 4, it's the Acer Swift 3. The Acer Swift 3 is a versatile 14-inch laptop that can be used for virtually any purpose, starting from professional all the way to gaming purposes, thanks to the included hardware. So if you've been looking for something similar, you found it. From a design perspective, this model has an elegant all-silver aluminium 0.71-inch thin construction that is accompanied by a textured pattern present on the lid and on the deck, along with curved edges that'll offer you a comfortable hold. On the sides there are the connection ports that consist of a full-size HDMI, 2 USB 3.0 ports, a USB Type-C, a headphone jack, an SD card reader and a USB 2.0 port. Once you open the lid, you can instantly notice the stylish black-coloured keyboard, which is backlit at the same time, to allow you to accurately type in low-lit conditions. While slightly below that, you'll notice 2 things: a fingerprint scanner, as well as a highly responsive and spacious Windows Precision touchpad that'll register every gesture you make. But now, let's talk about the performance. The Acer Swift 3 is powered by an i5-8250U processor, has 8GB of RAM, a GeForce MX150 graphics card, and 256GB SSD, which in my opinion is awesome, since you can run most of the games on high settings and have multiple apps and tabs running in the background, making this unit a legitimate, versatile performer. Moving on, the 14-inch IPS screen has a full HD resolution and offers vivid visuals even if you view from wide viewing angles, so regardless if you're gaming or working, you'll be really satisfied with the quality. Last but not least, the battery life is rated at 10 hours of use, but this may vary in practice, especially if you're gaming or using demanding apps. To conclude, the Swift 3 deserves your attention, so give it a try and assure yourself of its quality. At number 3 today, it's the LG Gram 13-inch. The 13-inch LG Gram would be a top-notch option for every frequent traveller who'd like to invest in a compact, highly portable laptop that combines quality hardware and a long battery life with a gorgeous design that'll take your breath away from the moment you take it out of its box. Design-wise, this particular model boasts a clean, all-white body that is made of a nanocarbon magnesium that makes this unit exceptionally durable on one hand, while on the other, it makes it lightweight enough to be carried and opened with only one hand. For your information, the connection ports include a micro SD port, two USB 3.0 ports, a USB Type-C port, an RJ45 Ethernet port, an HDMI port, a DC input, a headphone output and a micro SD port, so you'll be really well covered. When it comes to the keyboard and the touchpad, I'd like to inform you that the keyboard is backlit, feels really comfortable to type on, and has a decent key travel, meaning that you can type accurately without missing a stroke. While on the other side, the touchpad supports 4-finger gestures, which is awesome, since you can navigate easily through different apps and menus. So, let's have a look at the performance. This model is equipped with 8GB of RAM, an i5 processor, a 256GB SSD, and a UHD Graphics 620, which means that this laptop can handle a heavy workload without any problem, maximizing your productivity. Moreover, the 13.3-inch screen has a maximum resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels and uses the IPS technology that'll let you have a clear view from wide viewing angles while maintaining the contrast and colour accuracy on the highest levels. Before we end, I'd also like to add that the battery life is among the most notable things regarding this laptop, because it can last up to 22.5 hours of use, although this will vary in practice, but you can expect at least 12 hours of web surfing. Overall, you should definitely consider this laptop as your next purchase, and if you ever decide to purchase it, you won't regret your decision. Just below the top spot today at number 2, it's the Asus Zenbook 14. For students, this is a much needed laptop that is reliable, has a good battery life, and is powerful enough to fulfill their needs. Design-wise, this model comes in a stylish quartz grey colour with a slim and lightweight design. The product dimensions are 12.8 by 8.9 by 0.6 inches with a reasonable weight of 2.9 pounds, which will allow you to take the laptop wherever you go. This device offers you extensive connectivity, including one USB-C port, dual USB-A ports, one HDMI port, one audio jack port, Bluetooth port, Wi-Fi port, and an SD card reader, so you can connect all your current peripherals, displays, and projectors without a problem. For your information, the keyboard is functional, has great key spacing, and makes for easy, pleasant typing. The touchpad is very spacious and features palm rejection technology, which supports multi-finger gestures and handwriting. When it comes to performance, the particular model is a 14-inch laptop powered by the latest 8th generation Intel Core i7 processor. It has 16GB of RAM memory and 512GB of SSD storage, which will promise you a super fast performance while you're creating big documents and have multiple tabs running in the background. So for the price you pay, this laptop can surely compete with other laptops on the market regarding quality. Moving on, this unit is a 14-inch anti-glare display and has an ultra-wide 100% sRGB color gamut. That means that it can display more accurate and more vivid colors than a standard display. It also packs a screen resolution of 1920 to 1080 pixels, which guarantees you a perfect quality video picture. It uses wide view technology that can go up to 178 degrees, making this perfect for screen sharing. Those who've been using this laptop claim that they were satisfied with the color accuracy because the colors look lifelike, and I'm sure you'll feel the same once you purchase this laptop. To conclude, you should definitely consider the Asus Zenbook 14 as your next purchase, because it has everything that a typical user could wish for. And at number 1, it's the Asus Vivobook F510 UA. The Asus Vivobook F510 UA, in my opinion, is currently the best mid-range laptop, and the reason is pretty simple. It has a stellar build quality and hardware that can compete with most of the high-end laptops, but for a way more affordable price. From a design perspective, this model has an ultra-thin and lightweight aluminium body with a star grey finish that makes the laptop look pleasing from any perspective. But what also got my attention was the lid that is covered with concentric circles, which add even more beauty to its already beautiful appearance. The connectivity ports include two USB 2.0 ports, one USB 3.0 port, an HDMI port, a power connector, an SD card slot, and a headphone and mic jack. But now, let's talk about the performance. The F510UA integrates an Intel Core i5-8250U processor, 8GB of RAM, 1TB HDD, and a UHD 620 graphics card. So in practice, the current specs can accommodate the taste of a variety of users, starting from ordinary users, students, and professionals, due to the fact that you can have multiple documents and apps running in the background without noticing a decrease in performance. Moving on, this unit also has a 15.6-inch anti-glare IPS display with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels, and what's interesting about this one is that it actually has a nano edge display with an 80% screen-to-body ratio, so you'll have an excellent view of literally anything. Those who've been using this laptop claim that they were satisfied with the lifelike colour accuracy. Finally, the battery life can handle up to 5 hours of usage, which is perhaps something that could have been improved, but nonetheless it's a great laptop. To conclude, the Asus Vivobook F510UA is worth considering, so give it a try and feel what makes it different from the others on the market. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you found it helpful, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future. If you have any questions related to these products, you can leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.